Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We are approaching summer, which means one thing: beach reads. And I find what is better than taking to the beach a fast-paced, hair-raising thriller, because they're those chunky books that just you seem to fly through, because despite their length, they're just so engrossing when you find the right thriller that it is just a wild ride from start to finish. So here are some thrillers that I think are more than worthy for your bag at the beach this year. Towing the line between sanity and insanity, our unreliable protagonist in Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead is absolutely superb at setting a light to this cold, remote, dark wilderness in which the book is set. There are a series of animal attacks that are happening throughout this remote region, but can we rely on our narrator to be telling us the truth? And are these animal attacks really all they seem? This is just an absolute thriller, and it is so fast-paced, full of twists, and the ending absolutely bowled me over. I was just in awe. This next book was absolutely insane. It was my first dive into the work of Catherine Ryan Howard, who I think is an absolute legend in the thriller writing community. She certainly has a fan in me. This is The Nothing Man, and this again is so psychological and scary in that it's a dual perspective. So we're following one girl who survived a serial killer when she was a young girl by basically hiding in the bathroom whilst her parents and sister were murdered by this man called the Nothing Man, who the police have never been able to catch. And then she publishes this true crime memoir, basically explaining her story. And who reads this true crime memoir other than the Nothing Man himself? I'm literally giving myself chills just saying this. It is so gripping. You won't even be able to put it down. Just clear your schedule, because you won't be doing anything else apart from reading this book. So this man, basically, it's a cat and mouse game for him to try and read this book as fast as he can in his work breaks, in his car, to try and figure out what she knows. And it becomes very apparent very quickly that she knows far too much, and he's scared. So what happens from there is that basically chaos ensues, and he is now the cat trying to pursue her, his new victim. Oh my goodness, just hold on to your hat if you pick up this book, because it's going to be a wild ride. This next one I read on audio, and I think that the pure fact that I finished it is just testament to how great this thriller is. I remember walking through the countryside back home in England and must have looked like a madwoman, because I was there like yelling out loud to the protagonist, who hadn't figured out what was going on yet, who everybody was. It was an absolute delight to read. I felt like I got a detective myself in this novel, piecing together all the clues. And I just remember vividly this part where he sees the pineapples on the door frame, and then it's one of those true horror gasp moments where the pieces of the puzzle start coming together, and now it's a race against time for this man to figure out what's going on before it is too late. So this guy, our protagonist, is an author, but he's not a very good one, and so he's basically stolen somebody else's work who has died, and has packaged it up as his own, and has now become an award-winning writer, until one day this email lands in his inbox where someone says, "I know that you've stolen someone's work and that book is not your own, because it's my story." And so it goes from there, and it is absolutely insane, and I love it so much. The next book that is deserving of a place on this list is The Kind Worth Killing by Peter Swanson. It does one of my favourite things in thriller writing, where there is a story within a story, and it is absolutely insane because it just turns into complete chaos with everybody killing everybody. The basic setup is that a woman meets a man on a plane, and they agree to kill each other's spouses. So There's not really much more you need to know other than that, but just go into this and know that this is part of a series, so if you love this, there's more fun to come. The last and final one is an emotional, high-octane thriller. It is a school shooting in England, whilst combining very sensitive themes of immigration and childhood in a way, and it is a dual timeline following these immigrant children who are at the school and their journey of how they came to be in England, whilst at the same time in the present day there is a hostage situation at a school where there's a gunman in the school and children are in the school, and there's just a bunch of parents outside worried sick, and it is just absolute crisis situation. And this one has so much love in it. There are different characters who are in love with each other, both friendship wise and relationship wise, and it's also to do with the love of student teachers. And I actually feel quite emotional just talking about it and getting quite choked up about it, because I think if there's a thriller with heart, it's this one. If you want to like really pull on those heartstrings, this is it. It is absolutely beautiful. So with that, this brings me to the end of this thriller genre video. I really hope you enjoy your summer. I really hope you have some amazing reading choices, and if any of these have now been added to your summer TBR, please let me know down in the comments below. If you've read any of these books and also want to fan about these books, then I'll be down in the comments chatting with you all about that as well. But until next time guys, thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next one. Bye!